So good morning, M&Ms. That's me and Maddie's name for all of you guys who, kind of like our videos and watch it. We want you to be a part of the Maddie and Mommy crew. So we thought it'd be cute to call y'all M&Ms because we thank you guys so much, and we hope that you enjoy the videos we make. We hope they bring a smile to your face. We hope that they, encourage you, inspire you, whatever it is that they do. We thank you guys for your support on Facebook, and our YouTube channel is Conversations with Maddie and Mommy. And so we just been doing this for about less than a year on YouTube, and then only for about a couple of months on Facebook. So Madison is the one who came to me about a year or two ago and was like, "Mommy, can we be on YouTube, or can we get on social media?" And at first I was just like, "No, I don't have the time for it, or it's not really what I want to do right now." But she kept saying, like, "Mom, I just want us to kind of show our relationship and do fun stuff together." And so I was like, "Okay, let's just see how this goes." And it, for the most part, when people kind of be on here just like, "Oh, it's easy, just make the content, just do that." It is work, and it's not that easy. But we have been enjoying spending the time together and making the videos. That has been really fun for me and her. We I'm 48. She's getting ready to be 10. There's a lot of arguing and stuff going on at times, and sometimes we don't want to shoot. Sometimes she don't want to do a video. Sometimes she, so we have those moments, but for the most part, it has been really fun to, have a relationship with my daughter. I'm probably the oldest of her friends' parents, so that is also is an experience for me. But this morning I am up walking, something that I like to do, but don't really get to do it being a school nurse, and I get up at 5 o'clock. So come go on a walk with me, and we can have a conversation this morning. So if you're getting ready to get up and you thinking about going on a walk, do that. I only really get to do it when we're on breaks and stuff like that. That's when I get up and like just go in the morning. It's cooler in the morning. It's quiet in the morning. You can talk to God, you can talk to yourself, or you can come on a walk with me and talk to me. So I am up. It's about 7:45, or I think maybe 8 o'clock right now. And this is Christmas Eve morning. But I'm enjoying this time and walking. So I thought this morning I would share my kind of my menopause journey. I know everyone, like, there's so much information out there now that there wasn't even out a couple of years ago. And I know everyone is kind of sharing their experiences and stuff, but I thought I'd share mine. So I'm 48. I had a hysterectomy a couple of years ago, and I still have my ovaries, but of course they took my uterus and things. So I don't think what they didn't tell me was, basically in menopause, if you haven't had a cycle for 12 months, you're in menopause. That's basically what it is. But I don't think they shared with me that because I had hysterectomy, my uterus is gone, then after probably a year of not having a cycle, even though I still had my ovaries, which controls, a little bit of your hormones, that I would start having like perimenopausal symptoms. And I know people just think menopause should just be hot flashes and mood swings and stuff like that, but it's so much more than that. Everyone experiences it differently. And for me, it literally came like a truck hitting me. It's just like one night you wake up, you've been sleeping fine, and then one night you wake up drenched in sweat, like just soaking in sweat. And then you start to notice throughout the day that, at any moment, the heat comes on. It feels like an internal heat coming from the inside of your body. And you feel it coming, and you're just like, what is happening? Because it starts to come not just at night, but through the day. And then you do start to notice your moods changing, and you do start to notice that you are angry all the time. You are just way more frustrated than just normal, and you're frustrated for no reason. So then you start to notice for me, there's been periods in my life where I have been, sad and depressed about things, or experiencing some anxiety about something. But this was on a whole nother level. This was like just severe depression and extreme anxiety. Like, I found myself withdrawing from my family, withdrawing from friends and people, not wanting to talk, not wanting to really do anything but just go to work. Just doing the bare minimum at home and the bare minimum with taking care of my kids. And then I started to worry about everything. Every small little thing became something for me to put on my plate as extreme anxiety. And so I was like, that's when I started to notice, like, hey, I'm not me. I'm not myself. I'm not in my body. I mean, I'm in my body, but somebody else is in my head. And that's when I realized I needed some help. First, let me give a shout out to my husband and my family for just being so supportive during this time. It's a huge transition. Just like when you transition into being a mother, you transition into starting your cycle. It's a huge transition at the end. And no matter how much you think you have a grip on it or how in control you are, you start to feel slowly like you are losing your mind. And it is emotional and it is scary. And in the process, you lose relationships, people in your life and in your family. They don't understand what's going on with you. They feel like you just changing for no reason. And so not only are they having to try to figure out what's going on, you're trying to figure out what's going on. And it just becomes a spiraling thing. Like, it becomes, for a while, I would cry some days all day for no reason. I would be, any small little thing would just set me off. I would go there'd be no middle. I'd go from 0 to 10. So not only was it getting on the relationship between me and my husband, but also with me and my kids, with me and my family, and my friends. It was affecting everything. And so then the depression gets worse, the anxiety gets worse. But I'm here to say that today things are better and getting better, because I finally did 2 things. Well, I did 3 things. Went to the doctor, started therapy, and got me a dietitian. So that was my first 3 steps. Went to the doctor, had labs drawn. I just needed to first just start there, just get some answers. So I went to my OBGYN. But I think your PCP can do those same labs, if that's something that they do. But definitely getting a full menopause hormonal labs done is what I did. And they came back that I was not in perimenopause. I was in active menopause. So my estrogen numbers were low. I want to say the other number, I can't remember what it is, but it was high. And progesterone, all of it low. So just with going back and forth, I started a low dose estradiol patch. And for me so far, this is just my second patch that I've put on this week. And the hot flashes they're still there, but they're so mild and not as often. And I'm hoping that gets better. Some of the other issues, like the mood swings have become a lot better because I'm sleeping better. And also therapy has helped me to try to learn how to communicate. You think at 48 years old, you know how to communicate, but we don't. We still don't know. We still don't know the best way to communicate sometimes. So therapy has helped me how to communicate. It's also helped me to take accountability and apologize to people for the way that I've been, because they don't know what's going on, but they love me and they want answers. They want to try to figure it out. So I have to be accountable for that. I can't expect them to just give me compassion and understanding without knowing what's going on. So I found my therapist on Growth Therapy, growththerapy.com. I just went on the app, saw it on my Facebook feed, went on there. It took me a while, to a bunch of therapists come through and you're just looking at their profiles and their descriptions, and I found one that had the concerns that I wanted to address, like being a mother, menopause, communication. I wanted them to be a Christian. I wanted them to do therapy from a spiritual aspect, a holistic aspect. And so those were the things that I looked for. And I finally found a person, and I've had 2 sessions, and they have gone really great. And it has been so helpful because there's no judgment. And it's such a safe space, and you can literally say and talk about whatever you want to talk about. And that is so cleansing and so helpful. And so with the therapy, if you're wondering about costs and everything, my insurance, they'll run your insurance. Growth Therapy will run it, see if your insurance will cover it. There is a copay that I have to pay. So I meet with her right now, like every 2 to 3 weeks I meet with her, but you can do it however you want. And it's about $30 for me, because my insurance they'll cover so many sessions. The third thing was the dietitian. So I, once again, this is, Facebook has been key on helping me find resources. I found Berry Street, ads were popping up on Facebook, and so I went to Berry Street. Same thing, you put in all your information, what you're looking for, what you're looking to do. And I was, put in menopause and trying to get a better grip on my nutrition in this stage of my life. And they ran my insurance, and in that case they needed a referral from my PCP, but they took care of that. I sent them my PCP's information, and they sent them a letter of, needing a referral. A PCP sent it back to them, and I got about 25 or 30 sessions that are covered by insurance. So if you're thinking that your insurance won't cover it, or you're thinking it's super expensive, not so. My dietitian has really helped me figure out. We already know we should eat more fruits and vegetables and get water. Like that's basic. We know that. But she truly has helped me figure out how to do that with the foods that I'm already eating. That I don't have to be trying to, have low carb bread and low sugar this. You don't have to do that. Just going from white to wheat. Just going from white pasta to protein pasta. Just simple things like that, because protein is key in this phase of my life. So just things like that. They do provide weekly meal plans for me, so I can choose to make those recipes or just continue kind of doing it how she taught me. When you look at your plate, have that protein on there, have that small amount of starch, and let the rest of your plate be filled with vegetables and fruit, however you want to do that. Even with your snacks, you want a nice protein and then a little fat, a little carb, even in your snacks. So whether I want to do the recipes or just kind of follow that model, I can do that. And it has been working out really good. I've only had 2 sessions with her, and I do that like every 2 weeks also. So you can set your own schedule. Sometimes I have my meetings at my desk at work, in my car, because they're online. So you have the convenience of literally having your meetings wherever you want to. So that has been my menopause experience right now. Right now, it is still, I'm fairly new in trying to balance things out. But the therapy, the dietitian has been amazing. And I know this is 2025, 2026, and I don't know why there's still a stigma on therapy and talking to someone, but there is. And it took me a while myself, because you just feel like you should be able to handle everything. You should be strong. You should be able to do it. But you need help sometimes. And so this morning, if I can help one person who's trying to decide, should I get therapy? What should I do? What's the next step? If you're going through this like me, I would say the first step is go to your doctor. Get your labs drawn. First of all, just see if you're in perimenopause, see if you're in menopause, see if your hormones are fine, and now you can know which direction to go in. So go see your doctor first. If you need help with therapy, therapy worked for me. You want a dietitian, Berry Street has worked for me so far. So I'm praying that for anyone who needed to hear this, that it blessed you this morning. Thank you for going on my walk with me. But I'm going to quit chopping it up with y'all right now. And I'm going to spend a little time in prayer and thanking God for this day. You guys have a blessed Christmas Eve, and just have a blessed and safe day. See you M&Ms on the next episode.